Play. Here we are, everybody, for the next installment in this particular series. We are going to be spawning directly on top of SethN, the representative for Impressive Play. He is the blue Protoss in the top right, and he is going to be duking it out against Tbeezy, the representative for Underrated Gaming. We have Tbeezy, SethN. This is going to be game number 2 of a best of 3, part of the ESEA Clan League. So this is going to be a really important game, because as of right now, Tbeezy needs to win the series because is down 0-1 as far as series goes to Impressive Play. That was really convoluted, but the whole point is these players need to win for their teams.
Yes, we desperately need them to win. I do threaten them pretty often, a good lashing or beating if they don't. So, you know me.
Oh yeah.
I'm the violent type.
No, you're cuddly.
I know. Like pandas.
Pandas are amazing. I wish I could have one in real life. Sadly, I'll have to content myself with the ones that I have.
Yes, you have the one behind you. But yes, guys, just as a heads up, 9 p.m. Eastern, Friday night, we will be bringing you the Gaming versus Keyed, which is a southern team. Like Mexico and a lot of those, South American teams, shall I say. Yeah. So, and they just picked up 2 big players.
Yep, Everrise being one of them, a really strong Terran player that we've seen play in the Zotac Cup. And he's a very nice guy, too, so it's always good to have nice people where you get to see them in a cutthroat banner when they try to kill you. So that'll be fun as a
stand. And then Maker, of course, so... Mm-hmm. So that should be fun. I can't wait, but let's get to the game at hand. Beezy's up 1-0. We need Beezy to win here, guys. So please, if you're trying to hook up and loving what they do, give a shout out to Tbeezy, because Beezy's trying to bring back.
Yep, and it looks like he's actually doing something really interesting and kind of not done. He actually got to 16 SCVs and then built his orbital command. So he got an extra SCV for a slightly delayed orbital command. He has no gas though, so we're going to see a gasless expand coming out of him as command center just gets thrown down. While in the land of SethN, we don't know quite what he's going to be doing yet.
Well, that's A-okay with me, because Tbeezy getting that down, I mean, we have the one Marine dancing around on patrol, so... we'll be good to go there. He's making sure the good old probe does not get into scout, but I don't see one nearby, so he's protected for right now.
Yeah. And the funny thing is that we actually casted game number 2 first. So we can't make any judgments like saying, oh, well, Tbeezy is going for a fast expansion after faking the fast expansion. We actually have it the other way around. In the second game, he faked the fast expansion, which he did in the first game, because this is a perfectly standard opener. So now we're going to see why he did that, because maybe he actually ended up losing this game and wanted to change it up, or he's just playing standard. There's a really weird reverse analysis that we can do on the front of the builds now.
Yeah, no, like I said, I do apologize. Unfortunately, VODs get thrown off a little bit, so but that's okay, guys. I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. I love our viewers, and thank you all, 30 to 40 of you right now, because you are choosing us over MLG, Playhem, NASL, everything else. So.
That's all. That does not go unnoticed, so you guys are definitely quite awesome. But let's take a look at what SethN's doing. He's once again going for the 2 gates after he gets down his Nexus, which is very greedy in a way. Actually, it's getting even more greedy as he just threw down a Forge. But normally the standard thing to do after 1 gate expand is to go 3 gates in a rowboat. So you can defend those early pressures from the Terran. You can have stability and scouting, and just be in a generally good position. And but he's doing a greedy build, which is 2 gates instead.
Yeah, it looks like Tbeezy didn't scout up the ramp, but he got to the point where he saw the Nexus timing. Yeah. So that does tell a lot.
Yes. He also knows that there's a gas too, so he's pretty confident it's not going to be like a 5-gate attack all in. I mean, that's kind of fallen a little bit out of style, but it's a good thing to just take off the list as a possibilities. Because if a 5-gate catches you off guard, that's a quick attack. And I mean that in the Pokemon sense, because that basically guarantees you attack first no matter what your opponent's doing. What now for that joke? Busting out the Pokemon.
No, we're not busting out Pokemon tonight. So we have no DJ Tesla with us tonight.
So I can't make my really bad super effective joke like the Colossi versus Marines being super effective in the Pokemon sense.
Oh, good lord.
I like Pokemon.
Dude, we just lost like 40 viewers on that point right there.
Hey.
I'm kidding.
I know. I looked at the chat. I looked at the chat. I looked at the viewer count. I was like, no, please don't be lying.
No, it looks like back to the game. SethN's looking like a quick blink, maybe. What do you think?
This is looking like he's kind of rushing for the +2 armor. He's going for armor. If he's going for blink, I would expect attack because you're not going to try and damage your stalkers anyway. So I think this is going to enable him to get out the next attack and possibly get out a Templar Archives or a DT Shrine for Archons. But he does throw down the Templar Archives. So I'm going to be expecting either Zealot Archon or Zealot Archon Templar, but pretty much a mix of Charge Lots and the others.
Charge Archon! Go! Charge Archon's super effective in the beginning. When Terrans only got about 100 food worth of army or less. When they can get the Charge Lots can get that good surround, the Archons can do that DPS in the back. That is just deadly, sir.
Yeah, I firmly believe that before the mutual 120 food mark, that Charge Archon is the strongest composition in the game. I really, really firmly believe that. You have the Archons to surround. There's not quite enough bio out there for you to get that just killing off everything before the Zealots can actually surround you. Because think about those big engagements when you have max food and you're very, very heavy Charizard Archon. They can only act as tanks. They are not big DPS people in that scenario because they get kited and they'll never get surrounded. Plus, you'll have Marauders because of shells and high enough numbers to stop a good portion of those Zealots from actually being able to push out. But this point I'm making seems irrelevant as Tbeezy's pushing out.
Tbeezy's pushing out and Psystorm is underway. So, is there a Templar out there?
He might push before charge is done. Oh, it's gonna be close.
I don't see a Templar out there though. And remember, Templar doesn't have the Kydarian Amulet anymore to get that beautiful extra energy. So you gotta warp them in really early. And I don't see one anywhere on the map. Do you?
I don't. It's going to be up to the sentries to play the delay game at this point. He's going to need to warp in some Archons or something. He wants to be able to DPS these guys out and get that good splash damage, but he's going to basically be forced to force field. He could go for the defensive ones, but because he has his 1-1 out right now, the Marines are 1-0, so it's not a big advantage for SethN, but it's still there. Alright, and now we're going to watch him attack, and wow, why can't I do any of the delaying of the interface? That's annoying.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, now we see the force fields going down as we see Tbeezy picking up some units inside the medevac, keep them alive. They have to drop them before those actually go down. Right now, though, it looks like Tbeezy just has enough forces to force them back, even without the micro from SethN.
Yeah, no, definitely, but the feedback's going down, so those medevacs are running with, like, no energy right now.
But he's going to stim and run in anyway, as we see him pushing in, and there's some force fields, but the sentries are also low on energy as well. So Tbeezy's been able to kite them easily. We see more feedbacks going down, and then Archon's being morphed. Tbeezy's going to lose his army, but I don't think he cares. He's doing the damage that he really, really wanted to, forcing just SethN to once again just decrease his overall army size.
No, definitely, but look at the net third of Tbeezy, sir.
Oh, we got pylons are trying to be warped in. That is not going to succeed. Oh, wow.
And there is a Ghost Academy just about finishing. Might we see the dreaded nuke?
If we see the nuke, that'd be great. But honestly, what's more dreaded than a nuke right now are EMPs. As we can see, SethN's army, very EMP susceptible. Right now, he's got literally more spellcasters than normal units. He's got those 5 Templar and those.
Yeah, he's got 1 Stalker.
Yeah, he's got 3 Yeah, 3 sentries, and now he's got some zealots, some stalkers, all of that just...
But back that up, there's a drop going underway. Beezy's getting ready.
Yeah.
I think he's just going to heal him up, or is he going to stim him before he runs in?
We'll see. Right now,
oh no, he's going for the third.
We're seeing the medevac still just flying over here on my end. There we just see them dropping now.
Sorry.
It's all good. No, it's all good. It's good you notice these things. And now we're going to see moving them in these 16 Marines. They could stim and maybe force a cancel on this third. We see the stim has now gone down, and there is no way this is going to be defended. Those units are still too far away. The DPS is going to force the cancel now, and Tbeezy's just run away after delaying that third, and he doesn't even lose a single Marine.
That's key. Now, did he get the cancel, though? I didn't see.
It was a cancel.
Okay, so that's good. So at least he saved the money.
Yes, but any delay at this point for Protoss is quite bad. Ooh, some nice feedbacks, though, are going to move in, and the Stalkers just finish off those medevacs, so this drop gets pretty much completely shut down.
Yeah, like, definitely. I mean, unfortunately, the medevacs had a ton of energy, but they do take down, it looks like, 1 Stalker. So, I mean, I guess fair trade?
Maybe. I mean, what's...
Yeah, I mean, for the feedbacks, I mean, you kind of got caught there.
Yeah.
So. But we do have Cloak just about finished. Look at that. +2 armor is just about finished as well. So that's pretty huge, dude.
Yeah, the 3-3, though, is still on the way for Toss. So Toss will have that classic upgrade lead that Toss loves to get. Except it's only the +2 attack that's actually being researched. They're going to be actually 2-3 in a minute as opposed to 3-3. Which is good for Tbeezy, because Tbeezy is working on his 3-2 right now, so he's actually even on upgrades at the moment. Actually, he's ahead on upgrades. He will be even once that +3 attack finishes for
Toss.
SethN. Yeah. This is weird upgrade timings on him. I think Tbeezy's been affected with his pressure to the point that SethN's been missing it, but now we're going to watch as we're going to see it hitting Tbeezy's PF before it's able to finish, and Tbeezy may be forced to cancel and lift off. Or he come in with his entire army and save the day. But he still cancels and lifts off anyway. Now he's pushing. Oh, we get some storms going down. Nice.
But he misses a lot.
He get only 1 storm that would been fine, but we have a Tbeezy with a very heavy. There we see the money storms. Oh, those storms were nice. And now Tbeezy is going to be very hard pressed to actually keep this base. Because we're seeing more units get warped in, pile on the high ground. Another really huge storm is being landed. And SethN's now going to get on some Archons, but Tbeezy with his 2-2 being, even with the added up to 4 upgrades of SethN, I mean, SethN's at 1-3 versus 2-2, it's... Oh wait, they're going to be 3-3 done faster for Tbeezy than SethN too. This is crazy with the upgrade times between the two.
Dude?
Yes?
Do you see what I see?
Is there a nuke on the way? There is a nuke on the way. Hello guys, we're going to have a Tbeezy nuke on our hands fairly shortly, but actually SethN is pushing for the kill before then, or SethN's going to retreat. Huh.
Guys, viewers, you're going to be in for a treat. There is a Tbeezy nuke underway.
Yeah, and oh, look at the pylon being thrown down below Tbeezy's floating command center. That's obnoxious.
That is obnoxious. I would nuke it if I were
Yeah. Drop gets shut down to the third of SethN, so nice job there by SethN. Not really taking any damage. He does kill off that final Marine there, so that's nice by him. And, oh, he fixes it. Wait, did he? He actually ended up chronoboosting an empty forge, which is kind of funny. Could get the shield.
Dude, there's a cloaked ghost moving out.
Is there now? Yeah, there is. It is there, and look at that, it's even on the hold fire. This is such a key little icon to look for when you're watching Cloak Ghosts run around for the news. And look at the scans, making sure that there's no observers anywhere. We might see, oh, the observer, that's upsetting. That is sad to see. But SethN is going to end up losing this 4th base, but we see those storms land, but we see EMPs on every single Templar. That is huge. So Tbeezy, instead of being a losing battle,
EMPs on everything.
Yeah, and literally no storms could be thrown down. The Colossus is now out, but talk about a late switch to Colossi. Now we're seeing him pushing it. He does not have the extensive lens. It's not even started yet. We could actually see that getting sniped by the Marauders, but there's enough Zealots to tank the damage. Tbeezy's not going to be able to push anymore.
No.
Yeah, but still no blink.
Nope. But then there's a nuke, and it's a failed nuke.
Mineral field.
It went off on the top there.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah, it didn't hit anything. It's okay. I think he was trying to catch the Colossus when it came out. And that would have been pretty epic, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But Tbeezy remaxing pretty quick.
Yeah, look at his food count. 188 to 145. SethN is fighting well. Tbeezy right now seems to be out macroing him. SethN's taking his 4th. Tbeezy's had his 4th. So there's a big difference just there in terms of expansion timings.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and we have actually a fair amount of ghosts in this mix over here. Actually, there we go. 4 ghosts are here. No nukes are available, sadly. Kind of surprised he's not rebuilding it, but it seems like he's going to play more standard bio this game around instead of doing this crazy nuke stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Tbeezy, what he's trying to do is just basically starve SethN out right now. I mean, that's really, you don't let a Protoss expand. And,
speaking of expanding, look at Tbeezy's expansions. He's expanding to where SethN wanted to get that 4th base. We see another force cancel on that base on for the 4th of SethN. But Tbeezy's also expanded to the bottom right in the face of a pylon. So right now, that puts a time bomb onto SethN. SethN is now thinking, oh dear god, I have to get a really strong army on this 3 base and then push out for the kill. If I don't, it won't matter what I'll do, Tbeezy will be able to remax, get a ton of units, and just be able to EMP my army to death and deal with Colossi with Vikings, and it's going to be horrible. So he's going to be forced, but looks like he will be going for that engagement right now. No storms go down, and we are watching it.
He EMPs go down.
Yeah, he EMPs very successfully. Now we're going to see him completely overwhelm the paltry force of SethN. I mean, he's just wrecking in, and this is like the Colossus game picked off so quickly, so easily, and GG does get called.
Wow. And that's just pure brute force out of Tbeezy. He basically starved out SethN to the point where SethN's, I mean, he had a ton of minerals banked, but I mean, that's just one good warping cycle and maybe a Colossus. And, I mean, his natural had nothing. His main was mined out, and he was mining from that 3rd. He couldn't get anything up. I mean, that was his big problem. He couldn't take a 4th.
Yeah. So with that game, our series score is now tied 1-1. And with that in mind,
I think we've got Frost next.
We've got Frost next. We're going to see if Frosticles can go ahead and take UR to being up 2-1, or if we're going to have Impressive Play going to be gearing up for winning the entire thing. So we got that up next.
Kind of hoping Frost takes it, I'm not going to lie.
You're kind of biased. You're with UR.
He's also, like, you know, there's like that one player, you get a few of them on a team, and they're like that try-hard, do-everything player. And the guy he's got such great talent and possibilities, and he's just going to be so good in StarCraft later on. And he's great now, but I mean, he's going to just get even better. Frosticles is one of those guys.